I'm not stealing anyone's credit card information. The internet is. Hello, and welcome to Outside the Fox, where we explore what's happening online and why it matters. My name's Ajay Patel.
I'm Kim Horcher, and in celebration of one of my favorite holidays, Halloween, we are having an extra spooky episode.
In our first spooky story, we have a recent data breach which has led to 3 billion personal records being leaked onto the dark web. Have you heard about this?
Yes, and I heard the hackers were selling that information for $3.5 million. When you consider 3 billion individuals in there, it's selling for literally almost nothing. So 3 billion is a big number. That means it's highly likely that you might be part of this breach and your personal information could be out there.
It could just happen so fast where someone gets your social security number and then they go to the mall and then they start filling out all these applications and next thing you know, your credit score is just tanked. And I don't know if you've ever had a little ding on your credit score, but it takes forever to get that thing back up.
It sounds like that happened to you.
Oh, it's the middle school, high school Macy's card you sign up for and you forget a payment. I feel like everyone's had one of those or the Express.
I didn't have a credit card in
Really?
middle school.
No, the Macy's was quick to give me one, especially for 15% off. I signed up immediately.
How old were you? Is this legal?
I think so, right? I had a social security number, so that's all that mattered.
Did you have income?
Look, I had a social security number, so that's
You're
all that
dodging
mattered.
the questions.
Yeah. They didn't care. I didn't care. I got 15% off, and then I probably used my mom's credit card back then. But the point being where it's just monitor your credit.
All right, speaking of things that are scary, AJ, do you remember where you were July 19th, 2024?
I don't. Why do you sound so ominous about it?
I think you do, or I think you will when I remind you of the blue screen of death that went worldwide. Planes were grounded, technology stopped, businesses were in disarray. All the IT techs had to go home because they had nothing to do.
Are you talking about the CrowdStrike outage?
Yes.
The blue screen of death, which was a CrowdStrike outage that happened through a software update, a simple software update.
Not even a malicious attack.
Right. And when this happened, there was a lot of speculation, right? People love to speculate. It's just fun, right? People get to be like, oh my gosh, it's a terrorist attack.
That's not fun.
No, what I'm saying is the speculating part, the outcome part
memes?
is very, right, exactly.
Okay.
What actually happened was CrowdStrike, a cybersecurity firm for Microsoft, pushed out a software update that just failed. And there was no one to kind of fix it at the moment, and then this had a downstream effect. Were you affected by this?
Yes, I was supposed to do one of my biggest work functions of the year and work from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And our bosses were just like, oh, I don't know if we can even do anything we're supposed to do today because all of the computer systems are out. We need them. We can't run the set without them. We can't do any of our work without them. We can't connect to anyone or anything because our computers aren't working due to a small problem that no one even caused on purpose.
Did it affect anyone else you knew?
So one of my friends actually, she was supposed to leave Osaka, Japan that day, but she couldn't. She walked into the airport. There's people everywhere sitting on the floor, lines really long wrapping around. They were stuck there for hours and hours, maybe almost a day.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even speak English. I mean, obviously, it's not their language.
Yeah.
So it's even harder when you're international and you're trapped. And there's nothing anyone can do about it until the defect gets fixed. Technology is so interwoven into our lives, we can sometimes forget how dependent our schedules, our business, our livelihoods, our fun, everything is tied to technology in some way.
Hopefully, we don't get affected by it anytime soon, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
What do you do when you keep an eye on it, though? It just happens, and that's why it's scary. Well, AJ, speaking of travel and what to be wary of, there's a very adjacent industry that's being affected by scams, and that is the hospitality industry. And it has been reported that scams in the industry are up 500 to 900%, which is significant in that industry. And this has largely come from AI. Certain bad actors have created false listings with AI photos that look very realistic. And instead of, letting you book a room, they'll take your credit card and financial info and be done with it. But don't worry, Booking.com, who is the website that sounded the alarm, per se, on this story, says that they have AI to detect the AI that tricks you. It's the good AI. White hat versus black hat, but not hackers, AI.
I can understand how and why you have to do that, because if I'm a hacker and I'm using AI to kind of dupe your website and create this scam on a exponential basis, you have to use the same tool to kind of accelerate finding the solution. I've actually seen an example at Airbnb. I had a friend that ran an Airbnb. She asked me to stay there for a night and then leave a review. But when she dropped the price down to $1 so then I could stay there and leave a review, Airbnb emailed me and emailed her and kind of removed that listing to show it was a fraudulent review. Now, it was just kind of a friend helping a friend.
Wait, that is a fraudulent review.
It is. It is. But
AJ.
I'm not trying to steal anyone's credit card information. It's just a fake review. But with AI, I can see how if I create a fake listing, I can pump it. And then I can say, hey, populate it with comments about the pool outside, the sheets, the coffee maker. You're disappointed in the fake review.
We're getting away from the fact that you're one of the fake review scammers.
I'm not stealing anyone's credit card information. The internet is.
Okay, the internet.
Look, getting the topic off of me, we've given you guys a lot of spooky stories this week. But, the internet's still a fun place.
The internet is a very large place, and it isn't all spooky gloom, scary credit cards being stolen, fake reviews from your friends. It's a very wide place, and it has a lot of good going on for it. And we don't want to just be like, be scared of the internet. All technology is bad, because truly it isn't. Technology shapes our lives, makes it better often. We just have to be very vigilant and aware and seek out the right tools when we can to help us. Well, that was scary enough, and that is enough spooky stories for today. But be sure to subscribe to the channel and remember to download Firefox, because it's the best. We'll see you next time.